What's up everybody, this is Kyros. Welcome back to a brand new masterclass. Today we're gonna dive into my new track Dimension, which is out now on all digital platforms as a self-release. Let's go! Now, next layer is this top kick. It only has this EQ here in order to get rid of all the unnecessary low frequencies because I only wanted its attackness to fill up the first kick. The original one sounds like this. And the third one, which is like a mid techno kick and sounds like this. Now processing wise, again I've added the pressure in order to bring out most of its attackness and aggressiveness, and a final EQ to clean it up. In this case, I have a pretty similar strong at the original one without any processing sounds like this. But because I already have my main one, which is pretty dry and in your face, I wanted the second one to be a bit more like a layer and have its own space. So I've added a Pro R reverb in order to give it some slight space. As you can see, the decay is just 0.421. And you can instantly see that its storage image has changed completely. It's more wide because of the short delay that it gets from the hash. After that, I'm adding an LFO tool for the movement. And a final EQ to clean it up. And yes, processing wise, I've also added a very small amount of reverb just to give it a little bit of space, a decapitator to make it a bit more fat with this distortion, and of course a final EQ. Again, it's the lead. These are preset from Nexus. Processing wise, here I've done nothing, but we'll see later all of the processing that it's done in the crop. And again, we're starting with a virtual mix rack, which I really love. We're starting with some slight boosting when it came to the EQing, some compression, a little bit of saturation with the virtual channel, and a final boosting up with revival. Gives that great movement and fills up the space in a really amazing way. After that, we've got a decapitator after the reverb of Endless Mile in order to glue them a bit together and bring that harshness more to the front. It's not like this. After that, of course, a kickstart to do the sidechain. And the final key to clean up. At the very end, you can see that I'm doing the very pretty characteristic thing that I'm doing in my songs, which I really like playing with harmonics and overtone notes on my melodies, and it sounds like this. And here in the last one, I've got some cleanup, a little bit of OTT and camera crushing to make it more fat without any effect. It sounds like this. And of course, my characteristic to many songs, which are chords. I really like the tension of this one. Without any effect, it sounded like this. I started with a decapitator to make it a bit more filthy. Transgate to give it a rhythm. Add it a ping pong. Some vintage verb. And the final EQ to clean it up after everything. After that, I've decided to actually duplicate it and use a second one in order to change the format and layer it frequency-wise. Without it, it sounds like this. I'm gonna move with the friction. Again with it. Here I've got the final EQ taking care of some annoying noises and everything. And we can also see here on the page analyzer that everything is way wider, more alike to me. After that, we're going to virtual mix rack, which I always use on my mastering chain, doing my very first compression here. Very slow attack, very fast release, and plus 4 dBs here always to me. After that, we're going into the ozone maximizer, where it boosting even further here, as you can see. Max, when it comes to this, I'm going to minus 4.8, but normally I tend to be around minus 5, minus 5.5, or somewhere around there. And we can say that I'm around minus 6 dB on my master when it comes to the loudness, because I want to use that headroom to the mastering. Of course, there are some peaks going higher, especially when it comes to the final parts of the second drop, but this is where the magic happens. So with the drop, with the mastering again, it sounds like this.